Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog at stampwithelaine.com. On Easter Sunday I created this fun fold card. In fact, the original was from the butterfly card, and I had intended on filming a video on it. So here it is. This is the project we're making today. It's a card within a card, so this is a separate card which has been glued on top of the card front, and then that's the inside of the card. Using the Butterfly Brilliance bundle, well actually I'm not using the stamp set, but I'm using the dies. The stamp set is actually a single stamp with all the butterflies attached, and you can just stamp it once, and then this die will cut them all out in one go, like so. When I created this card, only the dies had arrived and the stamps were on back order, so I'm going to run with just the dies today. I've cut out the large butterfly. I think it's this one. Yeah, I cut out two of these little butterflies. Let's set those aside. So we need that one, and this one, and these two small ones. These two small dies to die cut some butterflies with the same designer series paper, and this one cuts out little holes, so I use that to die cut a strip to embellish on the inside of the card. Lovely U for my sentiment. I think I use Cherish Friend here. Some scraps of basic white and Calypso Coral cardstock, the Treasured Tags Picker Punch and the 1.5 inch circle punch. This is retiring soon. Calypso Coral ink, Rhinestone Jewels. For my card base, I use Calypso Coral 8¼ inches by 5 7/8 inches. In metric, that's 21 centimeters by 14.85 and folded in half. Inside of the card, of the main card matte layer, this is the standard 5.5 by 3 3/4 inches. In metric, that would be 14 centimeters by 9.5 centimeters. For the mini card, it is basic white, thick, 8¼ inches by 3 1/4 inches. That's 21 centimeters by 8.2 centimeters and folded in half. Two in basic white. This has been cut at 1 1/8 by 3 7/8. That's 2.9 centimeters by 9.8 centimeters. Layer for the front and a matte layer for the inside of the card, mini card, and both these have been cut at 3 7/8 by 3 inches, so that's 9.8 by 7.6 centimeters. Then you'll need the butterfly bijou papers, and I've chosen this sheet, and you need to cut off 1 inch. So I've cut off 1 inch like so, and then cut that at 1 inch by 3 3/4 inches, so that it will go on here. And then from this side, now this is the short side, I cut another inch off, also measuring 1 inch by 3 3/4 inches to go on this. And then from your leftover piece, you can then die cut your butterflies. I glued this designer series paper onto a strip of Calypso Coral, and then cut it with a 1/8 inch border all round, and then glued them together and die cut it with this die. Okay, so I did it just to save time. And these are the butterflies I need to adhere to my card. So I'm going to do the inside of the card first. This puts a bit of adhesive on here, like so. Put a butterfly up here. And one down here. Adhere that to the card base. So now let's assemble the card. Adhere the card front for the mini card. Take the 1.5 inch circle punch and punch a circle. Adhere this circle inside the card, sort of in the middle, and adhere one of the butterflies inside it. Attach the designer series paper to the side panels first. Adhere the side panels to the card base, front of the card base. And then last of all, attach this. Make sure the edges are all covered with the adhesive and center it in between the two side panels. Then you can just add a layer of glue onto the body of the butterfly but nowhere else, and make sure that the butterfly body is within the card, like so, and it's not overhanging. And then pop that one there. The easiest way to trim this down for this label is to cut a strip that is 1 inch by 2 3/4 inches. In metric, that will be 2.5 centimeters by 7 centimeters. Insert it into this pattern of the punch. Make sure it's all the way in and punch. And then you do the same for the other side. Make sure it's all the way in and it's crooked there, so you want to make sure it's straight by just flipping the punch over. Calypso coral ink and stamp in the middle. In my mini trimmer, and I'm going to trim off the sides here, okay? So line it up, trim it off. Then I can add dimensional on the end. Put one dimensional against this edge of the card here. And let it overhang a little bit like so. And lastly, add the rhinestone. Put down there. There you go. Voila, there's the card finished. That's the inside of the mini card, and that's the inside of the basic card. So I hope you've enjoyed this fancy fold with the Butterfly Brilliance bundle. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back with more inspiration on Friday. All the supplies are listed below in the Show More section. You can also find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram. Thanks for watching. Bye.